Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our weekly playthrough of Blueprints. Last stream, we came across a good amount of new questions and clues for us to kind of go through today. We also managed to get through the entirety of the crates in the tunnel down below, outside the manor, leading to a whole bunch of doors and one final door, which I have no clue how to open yet. I'm not sure if we'll discover that this go about, but we're going to go ahead and jump into day 95 with a couple things on our mind. One, I do really want to try the clue we received from Her Ladyship's journal about the four-door room in the shack outside the house. In order to do that, we're going to have to get the blessing of the monk. So we're going to give that a try and make that a priority for this run. I also took the time, as I was saying I need to take a look at all the sheets of music, because we did manage to find all of them, and going through them, one, there's bolded words on all of them that say the first words of the sheet of music are what we need to be paying attention to. And the first words, when read in order, say something along the lines of among white trees between two stones, beneath two stones specifically, so we might need a shovel. But that makes me think of the orchard and the trees on that side of the house. So we're going to go check that out as well once we get ourselves a shovel, because I'm going to assume we're going to need one. Okay, no shrine, so that's unfortunate, but a tool shed will lend us a shovel, so that's excellent. We don't have to go inside the house just yet. We do like our lockpick. We've been leveling up our lockpick skill, so that's becoming ever more useful. But if I recall, I know the orchard has white trees, if I recall correctly, and then I think there's other trees down that way too that are white. There's no white trees on this side of the house, I don't believe. But let's go check that out. Let's see what the music puzzle has for us. Oh yeah, see, bunch of white trees, bunch of birch trees. So let's see what's down that way. And let's look for two rocks. Okay, mind you, there's a whole bunch of rocks, but I imagine it has to be a little bit more obvious, right? Get around that. Maybe that right there. Yes, okay. Let's see. Wonderful. I think we only have like one or two more rooms left then. We've been looking for more floor plans because we've exhausted every other option. Would you like to permanently add conservatory to your drafting pool? Adjust the rarity of the floor plans in your house. Oh, that is exceptionally useful. Yes, we'll like to add that. And maybe play around with it as we go into the house. Cool. I'm going to have to go check out the trophy room if we get it, and see how many more floor plans we have left. Because it's got to be like one or two. We've pretty much found... Well, we've gotten all the floor plans from the drafting room. We found the throne room. We found a majority of the rooms scattered throughout the house. There's only like one or two more that we need to find. I'm feeling left today, so let's go ahead and head left. Start with a den like we normally do. We'll go ahead and do an observatory. We do want to start getting our stars back up, because that ink pot is very useful if we can get back up to 50. Let's avoid the dead ends for right now. Although that would be a good pull for the vault. We could always come back. I think we could always come back and trigger it. Spare veranda. Okay. Got ourselves a metal detector. Okay. We'll go and do corridor. Just keep pressing north. Garage. Well, we can just head north from the den, right? So let's go ahead and net ourselves a good amount of keys. Plus, we might find a car key later on, and there's usually good stuff in that trunk in case we want to try and accomplish something else. Let's head north from here. Let's do secret passage. Let's do a green room. Let's see if we can't get some more items. Now that we got the veranda up. Those two are both dead ends. Let's do Cloister. I do wonder why... Ooh, that is super cool. Okay. I think I've only found a lever in a dig spot once before. So maybe if we get a workshop today, we can fool around with that. Though I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I'll need it for. And I'll just keep pressing north. What I'm saying, I don't know why I bypassed the cost of it. Maybe it was a setup from yesterday. We'll do Breakfast Nook. Passageway is not the worst idea, honestly. We're gonna run chapel. Donate to our little piggy. Okay, didn't work that time. And we're gonna hit up a bedroom to get into the foundation in case we need it. I have been running through... Ooh, and dice. Excellent. I have been running through my notes and trying to find more clues for the crests down below. I found like one or two things that I think... What do you call it? That I think hint towards what they might be. But I don't have any of the full crests figured out yet. I'm not quite sure if it's going to give us like another set of full clues. Because the last two we solved, we kind of had to guess for one or two of the options. So we might just have to try our best and maybe finagle it a little bit to see if we can't get the rest of them. I do have a key card, so we must have added it in the office. Or not an office, a break room. Let's go ahead and log in here. We're going to go ahead and set up our lab. Alright. Experiment setup. Each time you find some trash while digging. I believe there's a way to go back in and change the experiment parameters so we can get rid of the crate from a tunnel option. Let's go ahead and just unseal one of the antechamber doors. Why not? That way we just open everything up. In case we want to head in there. Because I do want to see if... What do you call it? We have a blue crown inside room 46. And I do want to see... We'll hit up a break room just to set it up for tomorrow. I do want to see if that blue crown opens up the final door in the tunnel down below that we moved all the crates from. Because that final door is like a big blue door. The only thing I can think of is the blue crown. But I have a sneaking suspicion that's not quite it. We'll go and do quest bedroom, because we're likely to get into the antechamber today. We already have two of the doors open. Ooh, morning room is a dead end, but we can just circle back to security, because that will make sure we have plenty of gems for tomorrow. Little coupon book. Pretty stacked on that. We'll head back up for security. I do want to see if we can't get the conservatory pulled and see what we can pull from there. Let's do the commissary. I will grab a sledge and a magnifying glass. And running shoes, why not? Actually, let's just buy it all out. Everything's half off. What am I doing? We'll do corridor. Or sorry, courtyard, not corridor. And now all the antechamber doors should be open. And we're stacked on keys and everything else we need. So I do hope we get the new room that we just found, just so we can check it out, because there's usually 1 or 2 new clues in there. Closed exhibit, not best on the outside of the house. Let's go and redraw. I'm going to do parlor. Yes, Ralphine, we got the conservatory. So between streams, I did take the time to look at all of the music sheets, since we managed to find all of them. Each of the music sheets had, like, bolded words, and those bolded words said that the true message was from the first words of each sheet, and the first words read out to basically like a gist of among white trees, look for 2 stones, or beneath 2 stones. So we went out to the orchard where I remember there being white trees, and there was a bunch of like birch white trees, found 2 rocks, we had a shovel, dug up the conservatory, which seems very useful considering we can change the rarity of rooms. So that should help us with, you know, our vault predicament, maybe a couple other things we want to try out. And we're like 1 or 2 rooms away from getting the complete household trophy, so we'll try that too. Alright, let's see. The gems are in a box with 2 statements. That is true. The gems are in the blue box. The blue box has at least 1 true statement. The white box has at least 1 true statement. Okay, so that could well be false. Oh no, let's just try the blue, actually. Maybe it's a double bluff. No. Okay. That's alright. We got plenty of gems. Oh, it has to be in one of the corners. Okay, well, we have a corner left, and we have 3 corners, so I think we can make that happen. Well, if it wants to not dead-end us. We'll do walk-in closet, then. Go for 4 items. Car keys. Well, we'll circle back and run through the foundation. So if the conservatory can only be spawned in a corner... Let's go ahead and donate some money here. Let's shoot for this corner first. We do want to try and get into the antechamber today, just because we have quest bedroom, so it'd be quite nice to be able to bump our allowance up even more. Let's see. Just in case we need money for something. I wonder if there's a limit to this room, or if it just keeps stacking 5 gold. Because right now I think it's at a full 100 gold, which is nice. That is actually quite nice considering apparently we're going to need... We'll go ahead and do one for this side of the house. We're going to need to pay somebody 100 gold some point in the future. Drafting studio we've exhausted. Let's just do den. Might be a chest. No chest today. Okay. Okay. Drawing room it is. We want to keep pressing north and not lock ourselves out of that. Alright. Ooh. Let's redraw it while we can. Okay, not quite what I wanted. We'll go ahead and, I guess, just do pantry. Ooh. That is a bit of a risk, isn't it? I do want to fool around with the workshop, but let's just do rotunda, because we have the ability to do so. We got plenty of gems. 150 is the limit. Well, then if it is the limit for how much gold spawns in there, we got plenty more opportunities to spawn that room and get even more gold. But right now it's at 100, so that's perfect. if we do have to end up paying somebody 100 gold, we could just spawn that room and call it a day. We're gonna do attic as much as I want to do. Sorry, we're gonna do office as much as I want to do attic. See, even I was thinking we were about to do it, because we do want to get into the antechamber. Make sure we get our allowance coin. We're gonna go ahead and grab the blue crown. And just see if that does anything for the door down below. And let's see if we can't shoot for one of the corners. Coat check we don't want to do, so let's just do pool. Okay, secret garden. That's neat. Let's see. Alright, come on. Cross our fingers. Conservatory. No, that's unfortunate. Do we need the armory for any reason? Not really. We should go down to the basement and change the blessing from the chess puzzle. Is what we should do. Because we don't necessarily, I don't think, need the armory anymore. I think we've utilized the battle axe. The shield is always super useful. But I think I'd rather do one of the other benefits. Because I meant we can make our own torch now. We know how to do that. Let's go ahead and rotate. So we don't necessarily need the armory that much anymore. Let's put a big $100 down. Come on, give us that allowance. I was gonna say we got 300 gold. Not that we would need it, but you know. That's why you don't gamble, kids. Okay, let's just do a key. No observatory. Or conservatory, rather. We'll go ahead and pop an observatory just to get that star. So we're ever so closer. Already have most of these guys. And we still have one more corner, so let's head back to the beginning of the house there. Oh wait, what am I doing? I need to go through... Yeah, I didn't start another entrance. We need to do that. It is also good to know that the lab experiment that opens up the antechamber doors also opens up the door for room 46. We don't even need to go down to the basement. If we get that experiment going, we should be pretty covered. Yeah, and then bedroom. So for the time being, that might be the play. Yeah, let's just go straight. We'll go and hit locker room. We'll go ahead and do hallway. Get maybe one extra hallway for tomorrow. We'll grab dining room in case we need to go anywhere, but I think this first run might be just about done. We'll see if we get the conservatory in that end corner. And if not, we'll cross our fingers that we get the shrine tomorrow, so we can try that 4-room idea that we have for outside. Okay, fingers crossed. Nada. That is okay. Actually, no, we have a redraw. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, well. Let's go ahead and do Solarium for right now, because we still got maybe 1 or 2 more interesting rooms. Okay, and then 2 dead ends. I guess we're doing Dovecote. aquarium. Maybe we can get like a freezer or something. Oh, we got a vault. Well, we don't need it. Alright, let's fill out that last room. Okay, there we go. You know what? Let's do freezer. And we'll just start with a whole bunch of gems and such for tomorrow. And then we'll go ahead and run back. Yeah, it's one of the break rooms. End the day, make sure we have a security pass, and then cross our fingers that we get either a shrine or a conservatory and see what that leads for us. Oh, not that way. Alright, am I going the right direction? I am. Alright, we'll end the day in here, I think, for now. But yeah, on a later note, I think that's kind of our two leads at the moment. We do have to run through and check out maybe more of the classrooms since they have geography and stuff there. I found a couple more clues in my notes regarding the crests in the basement, but it's only like 1 or 2 hints per crest, so I think we're going to have to finagle and kind of guess our way, like kind of jailbreak it, and guess like 1 or 2 of the remaining crests that we have. Because I do believe we only have 3 left. We got a majority of them done. Let's check here real fast. Because I think we have to do puzzle. No, we got puzzle, so we have arch and mountain left. Oh, damn, we only have 2? Oh, yeah, because arch is locked, and then mountain we have to figure out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 8. So we only have 2 left. One is locked, and the other one we're just gonna have to, I think, jailbreak. We're just gonna have to, I guess, rotate for what we haven't already done and try to figure that out. Yeah, we got plenty of gems, plenty of gold. Let's go over here and cross our fingers for the shrine. That way we can do Blessing of the Monk. Excellent. If I recall, Blessing of the Monk is 40 gold. I hope I'm correct on that. Elsewise, I might have screwed it up. Oh, I did screw it up. Tinkerer. Oh. Okay. That's okay. And it's for 5 days. Ooh. I think I could take the gold back and remove it and be cursed for a day. And then we could hopefully try it again tomorrow. So maybe it's between 30 and 40 then. It might be less than 40. That is good thinking that the rotunda might also count as a 4-room. What if you draft a mechanical room, trigger the current experiment? That is quite good, but I can't think of what other... Okay. Let us... Okay, curse duration's only 2 days. I'm okay with this. We might be able to get the... Yeah, 37 or like below, I think. I think it's between 30 and 40. Well, we might have to kill a couple days, but that's okay. I'd rather own up to my mistake. Better than 5 days. And I do believe there's a curse mode, like, trophy that we can get if we get to room 46 while cursed. So we can give that a shot, too, while we're at it. Let us head to the basement. Not the basement, but, you know, the secret tunnel. And see if we can't change the chess. I'll have to check to see if we have to do the chess puzzle again, or if we can just select a new one. I believe we should be able to just select a new one. If not, we're just wasting steps, but, you know. We're learning as we go about it. Not that one, it's the next one. Yes. Okay. Okay, yeah, we'll have to redo the thing again. So we'll just have to pull the right rooms. I still haven't figured out that one. See, I should do more planning when it comes to like how much gold to put in the shrine. I don't like looking stuff up, and I try to go off of notes and memory. But alas, we're on day 96. I think I can cut myself some slack. The amount of notes and like everything else I've taken pictures of, notes of. I know we've read about the blessings in one of the drafting guides, I'm almost sure, but with how much stuff we have going on in this game, I can't remember every little thing, unfortunately. Well, let's go ahead and see what the day brings us then. Let's start with the den. Oh, okay, so it has to be an entirely new save slot for curse mode. Ah, okay, well then we just screwed ourselves, but that's okay. Let's see. We'll go ahead and do commissary, actually. See if we can't get anything useful. Like a shovel. We're kind of okay on keys. Let's buy a bunch. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that, just in case we get into the antechamber today. And we'll press north. We might rush through these next couple of days. Let's check both corners down here, just so we don't have to double back, and it's 2 dead ends. I guess we'll do walk in, see what items we get. Coin purse. Lockpick. Alright. Den it is. We can head left and try to nab that corner in the bottom left there. I will hit chapel. West Wing Hall. Alright. Let's cross our fingers. Give me a conservatory. Nada, but we'll do storeroom. Get some of those keys back since we're losing a few. Definitely do spare veranda. It's always pretty solid for our runs. Wish you could use the lockpick on that guy, so we're gonna hang off for right now. I don't want to miss out on my keys. We'll just lose a bunch of stuff right now. Let's keep heading north. Although I did I just see running shoes and walk right past them? I did. Okay. A little more space. Ooh, okay, nothing going to the right, but that's okay. We'll hit up a workshop, just because we, like I said, have 1 or 2 inventions left for... Oh, I seldom see a metal detector here. Before we get the trophy. I think the only thing we can hook that up with is the... Yeah, we've made that before. Yeah, that's not new. So we've made that before. I don't think salt can go with anything. And that, well, yeah, that will be... Yeah, we made that before already, too. So, nothing new at the moment. Cursed mode might be something we return to and do after a while. So I want to wrap this game up properly and then maybe stream something else for a bit. But curse mode might be something like that would be what we return for. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let's do blueprints after a bit of something else and then see how it goes for us. Do we want to do weight room? Let's go ahead and do weight room. Because then we could do like a challenge run, you know? But yeah, starting with 13 steps. Really have to cross your fingers for stuff like the pantry. Okay, we got a lever. Yeah, let's head straight. Okay, waste another key. We're gonna do pool. Do dining room, maybe get some steps back. And at least we get to bump up our allowance again. Exactly, bedrooms in a curse mode would probably be phenomenal. Secret guarding, spreading like fruit throughout the house and stuff like that. Okay, at least we got our allowance. Let's shoot for these corners. Archives, I don't want to do. Mechanicum, do we have any other cog rooms? We don't, so that's going to be a dead end. Let's just do archives then. We're already in a bad boat. Let's go and hit security. Oh, we have no more keys now, too. Excellent. So I'm assuming this is locked. Oh, thank you, lockpick. Okay, let's try archive. Maybe it's the conservatory, although I think it costs gems. No, it's the dorm. Okay. Excellent. Nothing else. We're not going to bother with running experiments or anything today. Let's head back to the weight room. And try this corner. Probably should be saving those dice for the corner, but you know, that's fine. We'll do hallway. And cross our fingers. Okay, and that's not going to work. Okay, cool. I don't think I can use the lockpick on these guys either, right? Yeah. Well, let's head to the pool and head south, I guess. That's probably like a coin or something around there. Oop. Want that one. Okay, that's locked too. We can try the archives. Well, at least we get the break room. That way we can make sure we have a security card. Do we want to pull that out right now? Why not? You know, we haven't used it quite yet. Maybe it'll give us the chance to maybe get the conservatory. Oh, wrong way. Gotta head back through here. Alright, cross our fingers. There we go. Lovely. Let's see what the conservatory is about. There's a coin. We've got a gem. Got some more coins. Okay, what we got here? Drafting location, West Wing only. Garage, West Wing Hall, Her Ladyship's chamber from south facing doors. We already kind of know most of this. East Wing, master bedroom, East Wing Hall. Other special cases, conservatory only draftable in a corner. Bookshop only draftable from library. So we kind of already know this. I do want to get back in the master bedroom because I haven't seen it in a while. And I just want to double check it for maybe anything we've missed because I do miss a lot from time to time. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything much else. Let's see what we got going on here. In Conservatory, you will be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Rarity changes can be reset using the directory in this room. Okay, so it only gives us these options. Okay, so break room and breakfast nook, we get plenty enough. So honestly, let's make the dormitory a little rarer. If only because how often are we going to be back and forth from it? You know what I mean? So let's just do that. Because I feel like we won't need to interact with that room that much. And so maybe if we make that rarer, it would give us the option to pull something we actually want. Let's do trophy room and just see what we have here. So, full house we've done. Explorers. Oh my goodness. We have one more room to find. Okay. A couple more bullseye puzzles. One more invention. Oh, trophy of drafting. I gotta figure out how to do that. I believe it probably has something to do with the drafting books. Almost done with that. We haven't aced it yet, but that's close. We can get that in under an hour. Oh, well, I almost just did that if we had it open. Or maybe that's if you restart the game, right? Oh yeah, because in curse mode. So that's if you got to do like a fresh save. Okay. Same with that. Okay. But we can get that. We're very close to either one, but we only have one more room to find, so I'm very curious as to what it might be. Oh, that's actually a very good point, Ralph. Because we can look at the directory and figure out what room we're missing, right? Via color. So I think we have all the blue, it looks like. Room 46. Bedrooms, hallways, green rooms, shops, red rooms. So, ooh, I don't know. There's not like a blank space. Unless I'm missing something here. But everything seems to have been found. So maybe it's got to be one of the, like, additions. Ooh. I don't know if I've made the jackhammer yet. I feel like I have. We could try that view as well. Because, yeah, we only have one more invention and one more room. So we can try the jackhammer. I feel like I've made that, though. The blank space in the found floor plans. Oh, right here, maybe. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, so it is found floor plans, so there's one other room that we need to find. Because everything else is full out. So, but what color would it be? How do we know? So there's one more floor plan lying around the house somewhere. Okay. Mind you, it's probably hidden somewhere like the others have been. Like Lost and Found, that one was a pain in the butt to find. So we're going to have to figure out maybe where they have it lying about. If anything, it could well be in... We have no keys. In the vault. Maybe behind one of the safety deposit box keys. Yeah, we got ourselves a dead end. We did have a workshop. Do we have a sledgehammer? We don't. I was going to say, because we could try maybe making something out of the sledgehammer. Anything else? No. Okay. Never hooks up with anything aside from the metal detector? No. Okay. But yeah, jackhammer we could try, because I think I've made it before, but I could be wrong. Oh, there's a key right there. Excellent. Let's go ahead and do whatever that room is. Yeah, we'll need to find a battery for the jackhammer, too. Because maybe I have skipped over it, because we always have aimed for the super sledge. Okay, lab, not exactly what we wanted. That's okay. Let's do library, just to get... Let's see here. I'll take a key. Let's see, volume 5. Let's do volume 5, because that's the most recent one. That might have something to do with the drafting sweepstakes. Right now, we're just kind of popping around random rooms in the house. Our main plan is kind of ruined for the next 2 days. Via my own fault, mind you. Because I messed up the shrine. I forgot the mount for the shrine. We have no key. Actually, no, we have the master key. What I'm doing. Let's just try all the doors if they're locked. But I do believe it's like 37 or between 30 and 40 for the shrine. To get the blessing of the monk. I did 40 like a fool and then got a completely different blessing. So that'll set us back a few days. But we can still poke around the house. Definitely do the morning room. Possibly a blue room that we're missing. You know, that would make sense, because if we look at... Oops, wrong thing. If we look at the directory and the found floor plans. Okay, we have one for the Mechanicum. I don't think it would be a green. Blue would make the most sense. I don't think it would be like another hallway. Probably not another red. Definitely blue, Ralphine. Okay. Well, I mean, that's good. It's not going to be like a red room or something like that. But still, we don't have, or at least rather, I don't have an idea where to find it. Oh, like a rabbit's foot. You know what? Let's craft the purse item real fast. Because I don't know if I've ever made that. I must have. I would not have not made it if I found the option for it. I do think you're right, Mew. I think it is the, what do you call it? Probably the jackhammer. Let's grab a compass here. Did we get a car? No, we got a garage last go about. Yeah, we'll pretty much fill out on rooms. Let's double check. We don't have a battery this run. But let's double check, make sure I made the purse. Yeah, we made that already. Okay, compass goes with anything. Dowsing rod we've made already. Well, just to make sure. Now let's do the purse as well, just to make sure. I'm pretty sure it says new if you haven't made it yet, but we'll just double checking. Things I never make. Okay, yeah, so I think we've made both of those in the past already. Well, where did I put that break room? Way over there, okay. Well, first day of being cursed, done. Hopefully we can get ourselves... get it removed. You know, I do wonder if we get a shrine again, like we get a shrine tomorrow and we put some money in there, does it override the curse if we do a blessing? Or does the shrine just not spawn while you have a blessing going on? That's something we'll have to maybe hope for. Garden Athletic Center of Prayers. Okay. That's a crazy title. I don't think I've seen that one before. We did get our little package delivered, so that's nice. Okay, we do like a lockpick set, especially considering we're cursed and it's been taken away our keys. So that is going to help us out a little bit. We got plenty of gems, plenty of steps. Okay, let's go outside and hope maybe the shrine spawns, then we can override the curse. If not, we'll have to wait at least, what, 3 additional days before we can try the 4-door experiment in here, which is something I want to do and accomplish. Okay, let's just do tool shed. No shovel, but 2 very useful things. I have always wondered, like, the metal detector seems super useful, because I do believe it spawns extra items throughout the house. However, I'm never looking for extra items throughout the house when I don't have a metal detector, so are those items always there, and I'm just missing stuff like a fool? Let's see, we'll do hallway. Oh, okay, so you looked up, Ralphine, you looked up the amount for the monk, and it looks like we're both wrong, so it's not 30 through 40. You know what, maybe I should look up something this one time, just to make sure I don't screw myself. Because I know we've done it before, but I'd rather not blow through multiple days of not doing the thing we want to do. You know what I mean? So I think we might look that up real quick. I could have swore it was like 40 or 30 through 40. I'll do parlor. Magnifying glass. Alright, Ralphine, if you have it pulled up, the monk blessing, is it less than 30 or is it more than 40? Is it more expensive or is it cheaper? Is it like 20 through 30? Because I know we did it fairly early on. 13 for 3 days, 45 for 5 days. Oh, okay, so we must have done 45 or something at one point. That's why I was probably thinking like it's around 40. Okay. So we'll probably just do 45 to make sure we have the option to fool around with some things out there. Because then we could do a 4-door out there and see what that gives us. And then we could also, maybe if we can, do like the vault and hope for a key. Okay, the statements on this box are either both true or both false. This box is empty. This box is white. All statements on the blue box are true. The box with no false statements has the gems. So that's probably a lie. That's probably true. So it's probably this one, because that's... Nope. Wrong again. That's okay. We'll do a quest bedroom. Just keep bumping up our money if we can. I mean, shoot, I'm tempted just to call the day here and move on to pass the curse, but we're not going to do that. Because maybe we'll stumble across something, you know what I mean? But, at the same time, I really want to test out that idea. But even though it feels like we have all the time in this game, I do feel like we should not waste days. Like, for example, we have ourselves a shovel. If we can get ourselves a lever and a battery, we can try making the jackhammer, because maybe we have not made that before. Let's go into a drawing room. It's like coins. Let's do den. It's me if I end the day early, just go in and out of the chapel a whole bunch of times. You know, that's not a terrible idea. It's not the best content, but, you know, it helps us in the long run, I think. Hopefully. Whenever, you know, we didn't make a big payment. We don't have car keys yet, but sometimes there's a battery and stuff in the car, so we will set that up. Definitely do morning room. Speaking of car keys, there we go. Let's cross our fingers for like a battery or something. Or hell, battery or lever, because then more likely or not we'll get either or from the workshop if we get it today. Okay, garden key and a treasure map. Yay. Although there is sometimes a lever in the secret garden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I think is the next room over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's the one we're in. Okay. Let's look around for a dig spot. Alright, be something useful and not just treasure. Although I think it only ever is treasure. Porkington is hungry, we must feed him. Yes. You know, if we do end the day early, we might do that. Just run in and out of the chapel a bunch. Makes it we have our gold stashed away. Of which we have even more now. Alright, let's see. I guess we'll just head north a little more. See if we can't get conservatory again. Lockpick? Oh, I love it when the lockpick works. Thank you. We'll do patio. Regular key, which we do need. Oh, we're going to do a hallway. Head north. We'll do a conference room. Don't want to do a maid's chambers. Alright. Alright, no conservatory. Let's do commissary, because we might get... Okay, I was going to say something worthwhile. Let's buy a bunch of keys while we're here. Move up extra steps and a set of gems. Special keys, secret garden. Yeah, let's try that. Hope for a lever. Yes, look at that. So, if we get a workshop, we might well get a battery, and then we could try out the jackhammer and see if that's the thing that we're missing. So it would be nice to get that final trophy. There you go. Okay, nothing yet. I can't do blue, and workshop is a blue room, if I recall. Let's do a courtyard, always unlocked. Not just money. I say that in our current economic climate, but, you know, this isn't a game. If I was just finding gold coins in chests, I think I'd be a lot more happy. And gems. Hell, if I inherited a manor, I'd probably be a lot more happy, but it's fine. Casino, because we do like gambling. Can't quite do 100 gold, that's okay. You know, maybe we should come back, because we will find more gold. Let's go and use a silver key. Security. No additional keys. Yeah, no, nothing. Veranda, I guess. No additional items. I know we could be doing dig spots, but we're not going to find a battery in a dig spot. Although we might find keys. I should be more responsible. But considering, like I said, I am a scatterbrained type of person. But once I get like one objective in my mind, I usually go for it. I really want to do the options in, let's see, we don't need to do gallery. I really want to try the cool things we can do in the shack outside. And currently we can't do that, so let's see. I'm kind of one-track mind now to like the workshop and hoping we get that. Now we're just looking for keys. We got plenty of steps to waste. Actually, you know, we might be able to win some keys. Can't do 100, so I guess we'll do 20. And hope for keys. Darn it. Alright. Well. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Alright. Now we'll just have to cross our fingers for a workshop. Let's try lockpick again. Nope. Okay. Nope. I guess we'll do closed exhibit. We do have the key for that. Workshop. There you go. Come on, give me a battery. Yes! Alright. Alright, Mew, let's see if you're right. I'm almost positive you are right. But let's double check. See, I think I've made jackhammer before. There's no new symbol next to it, right? But still, we'll make it just in case. But I do feel like I've crafted it before. Yes, so I have made the jackhammer before. So I'm not quite sure what else I might be missing. I feel like we've tried most every other combination. That's the little light thing. We've done that. I'm pretty sure we've made that before as well. But just in case, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. The jackhammer is useful, and we should be doing it more often, considering, like you're right, Mew, it does help us get more keys from dirt spots, including maybe a vault key. Like I said, I think oh, I screwed up the idea. This whole run was supposed to be fooling around with that shack outside. I should have done my homework and double-checked. Now we're just wasting a couple days here. But, you know, that's alright. Because, yeah, the whole plan was going to be... What do you call it? The whole plan was going to be, one, doing the 4-door room outside. We have one closer? No, we don't. So let's do a break room, even if that'll dead-end us. And then, after we do the 4-door room out in the shack, we were going to try doing the vault out there, just hoping we can get ourselves a vault key with some of the tactics we've learned to maybe try out. The music page we did find out, Mew. So the music page we actually managed to grab at the start of this stream. I took some time between streams to look at all the sheets of music. So all of the sheets of music... Let's go ahead and put something in here. All the sheets of music we uncovered. One, they all had bolded, like, words. Those bolded words. Read, if, you know, the first words of the pages are what's important. The first words of those pages read something along the lines of, among white trees under 2 stones. And the only white trees were out by the orchard. We were able to dig something up from there. It was actually a new room, the conservatory, which lets us change the rarity of items. Not items, excuse me. The rarity of... We'll do jackhammer. The rarity of rooms. I was looking at items, that's why I was thinking of it. Which is actually exceptionally useful. The only problem is it's randomly determined rooms each day. But nonetheless, still very useful. We'll go and do this a couple times. Get some more gold in there. But other than that, I haven't figured out what the stone letters are for. That's something else I need to start considering and thinking about. But we did manage to solve that, and now we only have one room left in the directory to find. Ralphine assures us it's a blue room. And Ralphine's a good source. However, it's one of the found rooms, so we're going to have to just stumble across it. Much in the same way we did with, like, Lost and Found and some of the other stuff that we've uncovered. And we'll do one more for good measure. Actually, maybe one more, because we need to go back to the break room and make sure to end the day in there. We'll end the day here. Okay, we're not cursed anymore. Hopefully we get the shrine, and then we can do the proper amount and start fooling around with that. Because even then, we might just start... I might just skip the day. That's the thing. Like I feel bad because I feel like we might be wasting an idea or a resource. But honestly, I really want to play around with that the shack outside. Alright, let's go ahead and grab that. We are no longer cursed. Let's cross our fingers for the shrine. Ooh, should I... You know what? Ralphine did shoot out a good idea a while back. Is maybe I should get some dice or some other method of re-rolling and then go out to the shack? And then that way we don't have to, you know, cross our fingers and waste another day. So let's go maybe get ourselves some dice. Let's do the closet. There's dice in there sometimes. Okay, person a key. But that might give us the ability to re-roll for the shrine instead of just hoping. That way we don't waste another day. I know I can end the day whenever I like. It's just, I'm a very resource-driven kind of guy. And so to me, like, the day is a resource, you know? It should be used to its maximum. Although there is no penalty, I suppose, for bumping up the amount of days. But let's see. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get ourselves... There's some in the bedroom sometimes, too. We're on the hunt for dice now. Excellent. Let's look around a little more. I don't think they ever sell any in the commissary, but we'll check. We have to make sure we have 45 gold. Let's go ahead and buy a couple keys. Without spending all of our money here. We'll do hallway. And then we'll make sure we have 45 gold ready to rock and roll. Let's not do garage. Let's do West Wing Hall. I'm trying to think what other rooms have dice in them. The boudoir does, so if we get the boudoir, that'd be excellent. No, I was going to say there's usually an item in here. And it's not the jackhammer, so it's something we've yet to make, which is crazy, because I feel like we've gotten all of the combinations thus far. Okay, car keys, that's neat. Plus, like, what if I skip a day and that, you know, like, this is me being superstitious. What if I skip a day and that was the day I would have stumbled across a vault key or something? Let's do drawing room. Oh, the King's Banner and set it to the... You're so right about that. The King's Banner. Where? Have I gotten the King's Banner before? Am I tripping? Is that the bonus from the chess piece? Or is that something I don't know? That doesn't sound terribly familiar. We got the boudoir. So I'm comfortable with 3 dice. That makes me feel pretty secure about it. There's not that many rooms that spawn in there. Let's go and hit this up real quick. We'll definitely do security. We do like security. Okay. Let's run back real fast. Drop 45 gold in the shrine. Hopefully we get a shrine. I'm crossing our fingers, mind you. We have 3 rerolls, and that shack only has, I think, like... heck, we could check. I think it only has, like, 8 or 9 rooms. I think we can look it up, actually. Outer rooms. Yeah, there's only 8 rooms, so the likelihood of us getting it is fairly high already. And then we have 3 dice, so we should be able to get what we want. The first thing we're going to do is a 4-door room, and the... Oh, look at it. We don't even need to use the dice. Okay. Now we'll do 45 gold. It's okay. We only wasted a couple days. Okay, 45. Blessing of the Monk for 5 days. Awesome. We can start cooking and working with that. We don't already have a 4-door room open, so let's go use our dice to get that. Maybe like a passageway or something like that. I can't imagine it'd be a different effect, like, per room. But we could certainly try mixing around with it a little bit. Let's head this direction. And then if we go like foundation right here, we can start getting some four-door rooms because we have to do it in the center of the house. It's not going to be in a corner. I'll do quest bedroom. So maybe we'll hit up the antechamber today. Well, let's head deeper into the house. The four-door rooms do not spawn, I don't believe, on the exterior of the house. We're going to have to do it from the interior. Alright, I guess we're doing... Actually, what am I doing? We can re-roll. Okay, passageway. Worst case scenario, we'll end the day in the passageway. Because we will have 2 gems, no matter what. Let's redraw that. We'll do observatory, just to get ourselves some benefits and a star. Inkwell. I think we are gonna... Let's see. We'll do mail room, just to give ourselves a package for tomorrow. And then, so the Inkwell, if I recall... I know what it does, but I've never gone past 50 because I've always utilized it. So, I don't know if we get another chance to... I'm going to go and redraw, because I don't know if we get another chance to bring the stars back down after we've passed 50, and I don't know if we'll get Inkwell again. Let's do boiler room. Let's redraw again. And again. Look around in the observatory. Did I miss something, possibly? Would not be surprised if I did. We'll do spare veranda. Let's run back there. Oh yeah, so I should have looked at that. You're right. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't go further than that. Okay. I've already looked up here once or twice too. I think this is just the lever for that. I don't think I missed anything else. Do the stars change when you look back into it? No. Okay. So there's our book, which we've searched through. There's the planets. Okay, maybe I'm blind. Do we need to readjust the telescope, maybe? Oh, other direction. Oh, it doesn't go any further. Okay. Well, let's try that. Let's lower it and see if that does anything for us. Oh, well, we can't look through it. Okay, so maybe we should have to turn it. So let's lower it back down. Other one. There you go. So I don't think we can look through it when it's like that, right? Yeah. Huh. Come on, give me a turn. There you go. I don't think it adjusts any further than that. I can't turn that big wheel, can I? Can't grab anything from it, no. I don't think I can reach... Yeah, none of these do anything. Oh, okay, that goes further. Okay. Oh, I see. There's a little latch up there. Do I have to lower it further, maybe? Yeah, let's try lowering it. Other direction. Yeah, I didn't even consider this, Ralphine. I was so fixated on just the function of the telescope, I didn't even think this would be an option. Oh, yes, planetarium. If you call it a day in planetarium, gain 2 stars. Okay. And planetarium also just seems cool as hell, so I'm definitely gonna be using that in a second here. That's the thing. Sometimes I run through a room, and I assume I've found everything in said room, and then there's stuff like that I've clearly missed. I don't think I ever would have, like, gone through that, Ralphine. I can definitely... It makes sense, mind you, because, like, I did wonder why they had the option to move the telescope when you just moved it into, like, you know, you just adjusted each lever once to get, like, the star function. I thought that's what it was for. Let's do... How many bedrooms do we have? Yeah, let's do servants' quarters. Get some keys. But I would not have considered that, I don't think. That also means we now have our last room directory, which is awesome. Let's do aquarium. Oh, I don't have any gems. Okay, let's redraw. We'll do conference room. Another observatory. We'll redraw. Ooh, do we want to do lost and found? We don't have anything crazy, right? Let's do lost and found. We have a vault key, ladies and gentlemen. We lost car keys, that's okay. Did I use the... Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, it's already blocked off, so that's perfect. Alright, deposit box key. Let us cross our fingers for a vault. And you know what? We have the inkwell today, so I'm feeling confident. Oh, but the vault costs gems. Let's worry about getting gems first, and then we'll do the vault. I can't. I blocked myself out. Oh my god, Adrian. Well, now I'm grumpy. I've blocked ourselves out with the servants' quarters. Oh, no. I don't have any other options, right? And we don't have... okay. Well, a key, yes, and now we can't use it, because I foolishly locked ourselves out, and we do not have a code check. Excellent. Let's see, actually, you know what? There is an option for us. One, we're still going to end the day in the passageway, so we still have that as a possibility. However, let us go ahead and see if we can't run... Oop. That's not what I wanted. Let's run some experiments and see if we get the unseal antechamber doors experiment and see if it's something like, you know, dig trash or something we might be able to accomplish. Because in that way we can go through the antechamber. I'm not going to give up just yet. Let's see. Alright. Experiment setup. Okay, crossing our fingers here. Drat. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. But, you know what? We still have the shrine to mess around with, so let's go end the day in the passageway. And let's go see what we get from that. At the very least, we know that Lost and Found might be a reliable source of a safety deposit box key. Like I said, of course we find a key when I foolishly locked ourselves out. And we had... Oh, I was so excited because we had the inkwell. So I was like, oh, we'll just burn through all these stars and, like, make sure we get the vault. Day 99. You know what? That's a lucky number. Alright, first things first, we have plenty of gems. We definitely have plenty of gems. So let's go see what happens if we use... We still have Blessing of the Monk active. Let's go check out that passageway and see what happens when we do 4 doors in the shack and see if it does anything for us. We might try another... If it's something different than just, like, additional rooms, we might try maybe a different 4-door room and see if it's like a different maybe effect or if anything like that. Okay, we'll do passageway. Okay. Already kind of promising. Can we maybe break these? Because it looks like there's more stuff in there. Maybe we should come back with a jackhammer or a super sledge. This kind of feels like a jackhammer type of job, right? And if we do get a coat check, we'll be able to pull it, but this does just look like dead ends, too. So maybe it has to be a certain room? I'm trying to think, like, what other rooms could it be, too? So, yeah, we have a list. Mechanicum, maybe. Antechamber, maybe. Because so far, that just looks like dead ends. However, if we get our coat check, we'll come back with the jackhammer and see what that's about. Maybe see if we can't break through that rock. Okay, no items. I'll go ahead and do a storeroom, get some keys. I'm gonna waste a key on this. Okay, I was hoping to get 1 or 2 keys back, but dice are nice as well. We'll do a chapel. Let's go and do our redraw. Let's see. We'll go and do a guest bedroom. Excellent. As a key card. That is nice considering we did not end the day in a break room last time. We'll do veranda. Let's grab our metal detector. No other items, no gems. We'll do our second redraw because I want to maybe head north. Okay, well, let's do hallway. And hope for something that hangs to the left. We'll do den. Bedroom it is. Let's see whatever this room is. We'll do breakfast nook. Key and steps, always. Alright, let's head north. I guess we'll do morning room. See, I haven't connected anything with a coupon book yet. Maybe a coupon book in, like, Rabbit's Foot or something. Secret passage, we'll go ahead and do. Okay, what do we want? Let's do maybe commissary. Hopefully we get a gold room. Okay, none of this is what I wanted. We'll do gift shop, so we'll keep going north. Alright, and we'll head to the left here. I am bummed out about that. Of course, like I said, that vault will forever torment me, because we will find a key and not have the option for a vault, or we'll get the vault and have no key in sight. But Lost and Found is at least an option for us. Just hopefully not on... We'll redraw. Workshop we'll go ahead and do. Alright, and coupon book, I don't think goes with anything at the moment. Yeah, but I think it might go with Rabbit's Foot. That feels like something that might happen. Or maybe even coin purse. We'll do West Wing Hall. Let's see. I couldn't coat check the key because we did not have a coat check last run. We did not get a coat check room. We got it the day before, and we put the jackhammer in there, but we didn't have a coat check room, unfortunately. Now let's do corridor. So we lost out on that vault key, which does suck. We've had that happen a couple times. Utility closet. Yeah, let's do utility closet. We're at a hallway. It'll give us one extra item. Lucky Rabbit's Foot. So I do want to see if that hooks up with maybe the coupon book. Oh, you know, yeah, study and the office. Yeah, we should also put the chess piece puzzle on our list again, just to make sure we have all the pieces we can. So yeah, we have what? Is this? I always forget. I don't think workshop is one. But we can change our chess piece, because the armory's not doing it for us. Really? Not coupon book and Rabbit's Foot, huh? Does Rabbit's Foot go with anything else? No? Okay. I said maybe coupon book and coin purse or something. But yes. I am salty about the vault key. That being said... I'll do kennel. That being said, I am curious... Like I said, maybe if we grab like the jackhammer, or even like the super sledge... We don't have a shovel. If there's any way for us to get through the rubble between those 4-door rooms, because it's just dead ends, which is kind of disappointing. But maybe it has to be a specific room. We'll do planetarium. So that just seems... Oh, there's your drafting room. Excellent. One more trophy to add to the list. What do we have here? Okay, star schedule. So this is our stuff we already know. So yeah, all this we already know. I'll take pictures of this, though, because that is useful, just to plan things out. But, can we do anything with this? Or is it only if you end the day here, you get a little bit of a bonus? Okay, so it might just be a little bonus if you end the day here. Which ain't bad at all, but like, gain 2 stars. Not a bad thing to try and get set up, but also, for the time being, we're trying to accomplish some other stuff. Yeah, we gotta head down first. I mean, yeah, we'll head back down to Den, and then maybe hope for coat check, and we'll try out the jackhammer. Or same deal, if we get a lever, we'll try out the super sledge too, and see if that works for us. Let's go ahead and buy the shield while we're here. Let's go ahead and buy that while we're here. Drawing room it is. Still locked. Okay. That's just a bunch of dead ends. That's at least not a dead end, so we'll do that. Security, I suppose. Okay. No, we'll leave that. Actually, no, let's go ahead and get that set up. Because that is what screwed us last time. Let's see if we have any useful experiments we could set up. What room will end the day in? For the time being, I don't think we even have any proper four-door rooms, so we'll have to check out what we might be able to get. We'll do that. For each different antechamber level you pull, unseal one of the antechamber doors. I think it already does that. Each time you find some trash while digging, we'll do gems, because that comes up, I feel like, pretty often. Let's see, we don't have any four-door rooms at the moment, but honestly, if we get to the antechamber, we can try that. And same deal, worst case scenario, we'll end the day in the passageway. Oh, okay. I guess we'll do observatory, start building up our stars again. Let's actually look through the telescope, that's probably a good idea. There we go, whole bunch of benefits. And we're not that far off from 50 again anyways. Alright, we have a key again, so that's good. Let's redraw once. Okay, maybe this will give us some keys. Okay, there are a bunch of keys, that's good. And we'll buy a couple more gems just to be safe. The entrance hall also has 4 doors. We could try that as well. I think that might be the better play, just because the antechamber we might not get to today, which is okay. We'll do library. We do have our book. I think I pulled this just to check. I think it had, yeah, the shrine. This is what I wanted to check, because I thought it had the amounts. Draft 20 more dead ends in a single day, and you could win. So this is I think this is the, yeah, sweepstakes. So we gotta try this at some point, too. Whole bunch of dead ends. But the only way to reasonably do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, is maybe do it on the outsides of the house. Because then elsewise it's gonna hinder your progressing too much. Weight room might also be a crazy decision. But let's do showroom. Weight room would be crazy to try and do for the 4 doors, but I feel like that's a terrible idea. Okay, well I guess we're just gonna dead end ourselves. Let's make sure we get some extra steps, and then we'll go end the day in the entrance hall, I suppose, and give that a shot. That way, like I said, we could try that. We didn't get our jackhammer or anything, but I do want to see if... Like I said, hopefully it's not just more rubble. I do hope that there is something to it. I don't know why they would hint at putting a room outside if it doesn't do anything. Like I said, unless it has to be a specific room. So we're going to give it a couple tries here. And see if anything comes from it. Like I said, worst case scenario, we'll at the very least have it set up for a few more days. We can try doing the vault, because that would have been excellent to have when we had that key. Although we did, like I said, screw ourselves a little bit. I didn't realize I locked ourselves out. But at the very least, lost and found, we know there's a vault key in there sometimes. I know I found a vault key in like security and stuff before. But once again, I think it's up to random chance. What am I doing? I just walked outside of the entrance hall. Let's end the day in the entrance hall and see what happens if the entrance hall spawns over there. So I don't know if it counts as a room you draft, right? But I also don't have any other 4-door rooms, so let's just try it. Let's see what happens. Let's see. We'll save and continue. We'll try 1 or 2 more days, just to see if we can't keep fooling around with this. Day 100. Okay, yesterday I said it was a lucky number. Today is a lucky number. Despite, like I said, we've had good luck. I've just been a fool and messed a couple things up, dragging things on a little bit. Maybe 100 days of this has made Simon kind of lose his mind a tad, just a little bit. Alright, let's see here. We'll do entrance hall. We have 2 entrance halls now. Okay, still just rubble. Okay, we got ourselves inheritance. We got a full house. Okay. So the trophies are there. That's neat. Open only in the event of inheritance. So we already have that. That's kind of neat. Oh, you know what? We could try breaking these vases again if we get ourselves a sledgehammer. Because those vases remain unbroken. So we can try that. Because elsewise, yeah, it's just more rubble. But those might have something in them. Because they had something in the other room. So let's see if we can't get a sledgehammer or something. Yes, roughly. Yeah, look at the vases. I just noticed that too. Because ours, oh, the main entrance hall, we already smashed those. So let's smash these ones and see if there's anything useful in them, hopefully. We're going to go ahead and head to the left here. We'll go ahead and do hallway. Like I said, we'll cross our fingers, maybe for the same amount of luck. Lost and found, vault key, maybe this time with a bloody vault. We'll do office, because that will net us, was it a king, right? One of the chess pieces we'll need to reset the chess puzzle. Yeah, so that nets us with the king. Breakfast nook should be a rook, I think. Yes, so we have a rook and a king. We're not going to use that just yet. Commissary might get us a sledgehammer. Which it does. That's excellent. So we'll do sledgehammer. We'll do magnifying glass. And we're going to do running shoes. Actually, let's just buy everything out. I have plenty of money. Why do I act like we're not just going to buy everything out? Let's hit this up real quick. And let's go outside and check out what those other vases might have for us. Because we've already smashed these 2. So let's go smash those. Okay, so maybe if we spawn a door, or sorry, a room on the outside, then again, it might be just this, what it was trying to hint at. But what if we spawn like other rooms out there? Are there other options for us to maybe try? Okay, allowance. We do like allowance. That's nice. Oh, okay, that's it. That's okay. Still interesting, but nothing leading to forward momentum. I can't break anything else, can I? I'll take more money. Always more money. Sledgehammer does not work on the rubble. But that being said, we could try other rooms and see what that might do for us. Because it might have other items in there for us. We will hope for a vault today. That way we can end the day in the vault, and then we'll start running for vault keys, because that is the last room that we have to do. We'll do den. No chest. I know, our allowance has been getting crazy as of late. I think it's up to at least 60-something, or like 50-something now. If we get a coupon book, we'll try coupon book and coin purse, because that might... we have one item to make, and I have no clue what it could be. We don't have a shovel. Let's see. What am I doing? We'll do den, so I can go north. Oh, the study. I should have done the study. You're so right, Ralphine, for the chess piece. What am I thinking? Oh, we'll get a knight from security. We'll do that. No additional keys or anything. Let's go ahead and set up an experiment while we're here. I know, we can put pretty much all the rooms that we've unlocked into that side chamber. So we have plenty to try out. But I imagine only a few will actually be, you know, produce something. That's a lot of experimentation. I still wonder, like, rooms... I don't think rooms in there have power, so some of the rooms that require power might not function in there. Let's go ahead and do that. Upgraded floor plan. That way we have plenty of resources, because we have plenty of upgraded floor plans to blow through here. Hallway is technically upgraded. Let's start sweeping this way. We'll do a quest bedroom, because that is upgraded. Alright, let's keep pressing north. We've already done passageway. Let's do veranda. Get some more items, hopefully. Behind me. Alright. We'll do dining room. Grab our little lunch pail. Let's see. We'll do observatory and let's start getting those stars back up. Do we want to do dead ends today? That is a good... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, we don't really have the room to do 20 dead ends, but at the same time, that might help us get a vault. You know what? I say screw it. Let's take the risk. Let's do it. That might help us get a vault. And maybe we can pull off a... What do you call it? Pull off a trophy. The 20 dead ends trophy. Because we already have... one dead end. I think we'll hit... So we can head north from Courtyard. Let's hit Solarium. Because that might help get us a vault. I say this like we're going to get a key, but I just have faith. We're going to have faith today. Let's go fill out these rooms in the south. Let's see. So we have a knight, we have a rook, we have a king. So I think we just need a queen, right? And a pawn. We have a pawn. We have plenty of pawns. So yeah, I think, yeah, study has it. We can get a study or her ladyship's chambers, that will help us out. Master bedroom. Ooh, okay. I do want to check out master bedroom again. But I don't want to lock us up too much. Or do we want to do foyer and keep pressing north? Now we're gonna do foyer. I think the master bedroom has king in it anyways, so we don't necessarily need it at the moment. Coat check. I kind of want to check, see if the jackhammer does anything for the rebel. I highly doubt it. But you know what? We're gonna do a coat check. Just because I don't trust... Like, if we find a vault key but don't get a vault, you know what I mean? So, like last time. So let's do coat check. It'll add to our dead ends. And the jackhammer might get us keys. It'll get us more, you know, rare items. It might get us a vault key, so we'll try that. Plus, we can save up our dice and maybe re-roll like crazy once we get to, you know, like 1 or 2 last rooms. No, it's not usually dirt in there, I guess. Okay. Let's see if we get keys from here. Gems are cool. Scrap. Okay, battery and compass. I think that might be something we've already made. But if not, we're going to give that a shot as well. Oh, we're getting plenty of dice and stuff too. We don't have a compass or a battery this go around, but it's still something we can try. Okay, we can fill out these rooms from the commissary. So let's do attic. And actually see if we can't get some of those items that we need. Including like a battery, that's excellent. And it maybe a key or two would be nice. Okay, that's just money. Hopefully it's not... Oh, and a lever. Okay. No keys. That's kind of unfortunate. But we did find a metal detector. That should help us out with the key problem. Okay. We'll do Great Hall. Oh, we don't have a lockpick, though. Maybe I'm being a little rambunctious. This might be locked as well. No, it should be unlocked. So we have the foyer. I'm smart. We should be thinking about this kind of stuff. Redraw once here. Do we want to get... How many bedrooms do we have? It'll give us 3 keys, which I think is worth the risk, so we'll do that. No other items. We got that unlocked already. Okay, these should all be unlocked, yeah, because we have the foyer, so we got plenty of items and options here. Might as well pull that while we're here. No other items. That leads out to there. Okay. Oh, little coin. That's what I was picking up. We'll clear out this side first. Okay, we're gonna do a vault. Because I feel like if we don't, it's gonna bite us in the butt. Okay, and we still have plenty of safety deposit boxes to unlock. But we'll do a vault, so we have that set up. We'll go ahead and do a passageway. This can be a dead end. And now we're not getting any dead ends. Let's see. What would be useful for us? Not archives. Not rotunda. Let's do cloister. We got plenty of gems. Okay, and this will do, I think, indoor nursery. Doesn't spawn anything new. I don't think there's any other items in here. But I just want more dead ends to maybe get that trophy. We're gonna redraw. Let's redraw again. Hall of Mirrors, not the best option for us. Go ahead and do Dovecote, I think. Now maybe I should have done Hall of Mirrors. That would have let us come in from down here. Okay, we got more gems. More gems. And another gem. I mean, not bad at all. I mean, I'll take gems almost every time over trash, but, you know. Okay. Let's redraw one. That might give us a dead end. Okay, we'll do Vestibule then, because that should be unlocked because of the foyer. We'll do Morning Room. Additional items here, Lucky Rabbit's Foot. Whole bunch of dice for redraws. I'll take it. This is an excellent dead end spot. We'll do a storeroom. Alright. Now we're still gonna cross our fingers for maybe like a lost and found or something too. We have all these rooms as well. Let's head north. Ooh, a brick. Ooh, okay. Archives would kind of suck, especially with all the dead ends that we have. Let's do... I don't have a lot of special keys at the moment, but let's go ahead and do Music Room, because I do believe a vault key can spawn in there. Yes, thank you. For once, it proves me right. Okay, let's go hit that real quick before we waste any more steps. Let's go back to the vault. Like I said, we should have to believe that it was our lucky day. I don't know if this will be the Sanctum key, but it'll at least be a progression, so let's do it. What vault key are you? 370. 370. 370. Oh my goodness, yes! Finally! Like I said, this thing's been haunting us for how long? So that's the final Sanctum key. Let's see here. Uncle, thank you again for all your help. I know I could never hope to repay you, but it pains me to know that I won't even have the chance to try. At any rate, I'm leaving these extra funds behind, as well as the extra passports. It would be too risky if we were searched at the border, and all the money would raise too many suspicions. I think we all want a clean start anyways. I know I do. Mary. Do a quick once over, just make sure there's nothing we need to see. Okay, we're gonna run down stairs real fast and make sure we unlock that last Sanctum door. And then we just have to figure out what those last two crests are. Oh my goodness, finally. Like I said, that vault has been haunting me. I do believe... So the mountain, I'm gonna have to, I think, just figure out. Because I don't think I've found any proper clues for it yet. Like the mountain crest. Not the puzzle piece. The archway, like the rainbow that we're about to unlock. I do think I found a piece of it. So we can just like randomly try the other two. But we might as well try the mountain a little bit here and there as well. But I think I found a piece of... Because we only have that... Yeah, we only have this last one. The rainbow. Yes, let us unlock that. Because the rainbow, I think, is Morajai. And we found clues for it via the mail we get from the lab experiments. Because we have so many like lab mail pieces. I went back and read through them. And they reference the colors and like the nature of the thing. So we have white, which I think is hollow circles. is their color is white, and that in the book translates to the circles on the border. And they're a naval nation, so they should have 8 lines. I mean, mind you, it's already at 8, so we can leave it there. I just don't know what the middle is, but we're gonna go ahead and see. Yes, it should be those. I might mess it up. I gotta remember what each of the buttons do. Okay. So we just gotta go through, I think, the middle, and then change the lines up here and there. Because it's 8 lines, right? So that's correct. It might not be that shape. Well, actually, no, because... Yeah, no, it's the raid number is 8 for naval. I don't know what the shape of it is, and I don't know what the center symbol is. But we'll just go through and try randomizing it a little bit. And if none of these work, we'll try changing the style of the rays of the lines. But we know it's 8, and we know that it's the hollow circle. Oh, yes. See, when you have two out of 3 or 2 out of 4, your chances increase significantly. Okay. After a short sea voyage, we arrived on the main island of Morajai last night in good spirits. The people here are belligerent in their politeness, and after spending a full day among the Jorieli, I am just as afraid of eating another dish as I am rejecting their offers. Okay, I may try to sneak away tomorrow and spend some time alone with my books. I have noticed that each realm I have visited has one thing in common. They each have been short on solitude. Okay, Herbert. Excellent. They don't seem to like that place that much. Looks like a beautiful island, though. My goodness, a lot of greenery. I know there's the allowance box. We're going to skip over that for right now. Then we have the mountains. So the mountains, we've also... I think we have a clue for the mountains. Because I do believe we've looked it up. Let's see. In the lab as well. Actually, no. I think we have... Hang on. Because we got one portion of it from the lab, which is like what the moats are, like these things. I believe it's a square. And then we also have lightning, like stormy weather from the lab experiment as well. And then the classroom is yellow, so it should be zigzag on the border. Oh, okay. Didn't mean to change the whole thing. Let me see here. And then if we change that... I think we want 3. There we go. We want 3. And then, how do we change... No, not that portion. Yeah, we want to change the line style. Oh no, it should be stormy weather, so it should be zigzags. Not curvy. I just passed it. Not the 3 lines. That. It should be that. I think it's 3, because they have trains, like they're locomotives. And... Oh, hang on. We want to change the moats. Oh no, not that. We want to go back to 3. One more time. Excellent. Let's see. And so we're gonna try out the border, because I'm not completely sure what the border is. I do believe it's a square for the moat. Let's try that. I think it's that. Okay, perfect. And this should net us the final bit here. We arrived here after a few days of sailing, and it made me realize how much more convenient it would have been in the old days when the railway tracks extended all the way north. Arch Ares is a destination with which I am well acquainted, having traveled here countless times on business for Cinca. This time, however, I will avoid the familiar towns and factories, and will instead trek along the northern coast, an area with which I am wholly unfamiliar. Okay. Yeah, that looks miserable. The other place looks much nicer. Okay, so we got ourselves a trophy. Does anything else happen? Or have we just been slamming our head against this for a long time? We still have to find our 7th letter. I thought it would be back here somewhere. Okay. Well, drat. I thought something big would happen. Okay. We know that the 7th letter is not found within the house, right? They said he wouldn't find it in the house, so maybe it's in the side shack. Which means we have to think about what room... what 4-door room might have... or what room had red letters. Like, should we try putting room 46 out in the side shack? How many trophies do I have? Not all of them by any means. We'll have to get the trophy room in check. Let's see, we just got this one. We have the room directory one. We have the full house one. Ooh, I feel like we have like 1 or 2 more. I'd say at least maybe 5 trophies. 4 or 5 trophies. Oh yeah, because we got the one from the showroom, so that's definitely 4. So I say we probably have 5 trophies. So we'll come back up from the foundation. I would keep pressing forth with the music room, I guess, and see what that gives us. Because there's more clearly to this house. There's stuff we haven't solved yet. I think. I would assume there'd be like a second proper ending, right? But we just got all the Sanctum keys, so we got that trophy. Or am I just at the point where we're doing like a trophy run now? No, I don't know. I feel like there's still more stuff to figure out. You need 8 trophies. Oh, that's right, the blue tents. That's right, the last item in the gift shop. Here, let's run up to the music room and keep pressing forward. Let's see what rooms we get here. Let's see, how many dead ends do we have, by the way? I think we only have nowhere near enough. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we need 20? Yeah, we're not anywhere close to that. Let's go ahead and give ourselves an observatory, just to get more stars. Oh yeah, and a lot of money, but yeah, that's not a problem. We always got plenty of money. We're at 206 right now. I think we'll be okay. Mind you, we won't... I don't think we have... Oh, we can check. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Trophy room. We might be 1 or 2 trophies short. But we're very close to getting a couple. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... We're just 1 off. We have 7 trophies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I think our next order of business... Bullseye trophy we can probably do. As much as I hate those math problems. And then trophy of invention. We should have to invent 1 more bloody thing. If we can figure out what it is, we'll be set. These we're not going to get anytime soon because I think that's a new save. But Trophy of Drafting, and then, so these two are very doable, and same with the Bullseye Trophy. So we just kind of have to play our cards right and maybe start shooting for those. But yeah, we have 7. That's very good for us. That would be our last dead end. Let's redraw. I think we have the right side of the antechamber open, right? So let's do Rompus Room. We do have it open. Perfect. Cause there we go. We have that open as well. I think I want to end the day in room 46 and see if we can't get it outside. Because the 7th red letter we're supposedly not going to find inside the house. So what if we spawned room 46 on the outside of the house? I don't know why I think it would be in room 46, but like I feel like if we do, maybe, like, I don't know, maybe there's something in room 46 for us if we spawn it outside the house. So I think we're gonna do that. Let's see. Can I remember the order of operations for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, okay, I cannot remember. I'll have to look at my notes. But we're gonna end the day here. And I think we're going to call it a stream there as well, because we are just about hitting the 2-hour mark. And we can end it on a high note, despite how rough the day may have been. Like I said, I made a couple mistakes there. I was a bit of a fool, as I like to say. But nonetheless, we still got our bloody vault key, which was amazing. Like I said, that's been haunting us. It's been haunting me in my sleep. Not actually, but, you know, like it's been one of those things that I've wanted to get done for a long time. I'm so glad we finally knocked that one out of our list of things to do. We did mess up a little bit with the Shrine of the Monk, but it's okay. We resolved that. I want to see, like I said, the outer room. We can start playing around with that. We have a couple more days of Monk Blessing left. We're going to try room 46, see if that spawns out there. And then we'll see what else we can maybe fool around with. If we only have one more trophy, we have 3 options that are easy enough to get. If we can get that, we can get the blue tent, and then maybe continue onward, because there's still more to this house. I know there is, especially considering, like I said, the prophecies we've seen. There's that chest that's hinted at in both the final vision in the Rompus Room and also the workshop. We gotta find that chest. There's still a lot, well, I don't know about a lot, but there's still more to uncover. So we'll definitely be heading towards that fairly soon. Next week, we'll be starting off to see if anything's in room 46 when it's outside, maybe our 8th red letter. Thank you guys for sticking with me through the mistakes and through the triumphs. Always a pleasure to have you guys on stream. Ralphine, you guys are always great. Nonetheless, you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, whether it's a good morning, good night, or good afternoon. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.